Hi, welcome to our monthly reading for March 2017. Remember, it's a general reading, so see what feels right for you. See which signs, symbols, bells, whistles, messages, energies resonate for you and bring you clarity to what you're wondering, concerned, confused, inquiring, dreaming, praying about. We're all children of God. We're all psychic. We're not all going through the same thing at the same time, at the same pace. So see what feels right for you. It could be one sign and that brings you clarity. It could be the whole reading. It could make sense later. In the end, always use your logic and intuition together to make sound decisions based in love for the highest, greatest good of everybody. So we're all uplifted in love. See how it feels for you. How you ride these energetic waves that come through here is always up to you. Is it your wave? Is it not your wave? Are you waiting for another wave? Preparing for that wave, crashing into the wave, riding the wave, or ignoring the wave? Also, feel free to make this an interactive video if you want to pull some cards for yourself. And if you have some time, try to check out the musical playlist below. See if there's more depth for this reading for you in any of those songs, or just enjoy the music. I hope you enjoy the reading. Always be sure, if you can, to check your sun, moon, and rising sign to get a better overall view of the month. And whenever you watch any reading, always be open to divine timing and inspiration coming through as it should for you. It could give you the forecast into the future, or clarify the past, or be right in tune with the now. I love you guys so much. I hope you enjoy the reading. I'll see you in a moment. Hi, Sagittarius. Welcome to our March 2017 reading for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's begin with the Life Purpose Oracle cards and get clarity for March 2017. Let's see what God, Source, Holy Spirit, our higher self, angels, and energies of love have for the highest, greatest good of all. Let's get clarity and focus on the energies coming through and wisdom to ride these energies best. We'll start with one card overall. Wisdom for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, March 2017. Oh, Speaker is coming through for Sagittarius. Your life purpose involves your skills of oration, how you speak, the inflection behind your words, the intention, the intensity behind your words, the humor in your words, the way you can get your point across, your specific flair. But I'm getting your voice specifically. So what are you into? What are you into at the moment, Sagittarius, right now, or coming through in March? I feel like Sagittarius energy bounces around that wisdom, that expansion. It's really into whatever it is at the moment. Sometimes that expansion lasts a long time and that expansion grows and gets bigger. And sometimes it's little bursts of expansion that come through. And once in a while, like gathering information, I see a library. So maybe you're taking wisdom, knowledge that you've gained, experience that you have, and you're putting it all together, Sagittarius, somewhere that you can speak about it, where you are heard, where you're asked to come in, where people want you to speak. It's an energy that's an equal exchange. It's your presence that brings people there, here, whatever it is. Maybe you have a YouTube channel. Maybe you should. When I see this card, I think of books on tape, which don't exist anymore. So books on MP3 or whatever the medium is at the moment. But the sound of a story, the sound, maybe music even. You know, this could be a dialogue going on and you are the one putting the music behind something. So maybe editing. Maybe you're doing a speech. Maybe you have to stand up and speak for something this month, or you're going to be called to, maybe an actual call, but I feel like it's an inner call. You will feel like it's something important to talk about. And if it's not received right away or with that particular audience, just move things along and change. I don't feel like you have to change. I feel like you just have to change perhaps how you deliver something depending on whom it is you're speaking to. It might be received great one way with one person, and another audience or another person might take that humor, that thing you're talking about totally different depending on their own experience and perception. You know, so maybe you're having expansion and growth with different communications in your world. I feel like you're going to be heard this month. And I feel like if there's anything you've held back on, you need to speak up. You'll know when it's the right time. I hear reach out. So let's get clarity for Sagittarius for March. I have the Steampunk Tarot and the Shadowscapes Tarot. So we'll start with one from each and get clarity for Sagittarius, March energy, speaking. I hear center. So I feel like your center stage, center of attention. I mean, I see it here, but I hear podium. The podium, that makes me think of like the soapbox. Like, you know, maybe it's one thing in particular. Maybe it's not even a long speech. Maybe it's just the right amount put together. I'm thinking of a soup right now, like a good stew. So that makes me think of something having time to simmer down and settle and like congregate together. You know, I don't know why I'm thinking of food all of a sudden with you guys, but you know how like a lasagna or like baked ziti is so much better the day after. Like a casserole, it needs a day for some reason, and that next day it's so awesome. It's good the first day too, but it's not like that next day. So I'm thinking that. So maybe you need to practice something once, maybe have like a practice session or like, you know, like a dress rehearsal, maybe in front of the mirror or someone you're comfortable with, or picture the audience different somehow. Make it comfortable instead of being up on the podium and being all cold. Maybe make it like a couch, you know, or a carpet, like sitting down on the ground and doing it different. Changing that level somehow so it's received different. I want to say like going and sitting in the audience and speaking from there, or a whisper and not a yell. That's sort of interesting, Sagittarius. You could also be going somewhere and listening to somebody speak and really absorbing the information extra that way this month, like by hearing it. And it sinks in, perhaps without you knowing how much, until that information needs to come out and all of a sudden you got it, you know, right in the brain file, right when you need it. Divine inspiration. You forgot you heard it. I hear language. Maybe you're going to learn a new language and you need to hear it or speak to really learn it. Maybe it's not just, that's weird, Sagittarius. Maybe it's not about just going and, sitting in class every day. You have to actually communicate and be there, speak, learn, you know, exchange for it to sink in. I am not even sure what I just said, Sagittarius. So let's get a card for you guys. Like open to interpretation, pretty much. Maybe look at the intention behind the words. I'm getting maybe somebody can't speak. Maybe it's like a second language or something like that. Maybe you interpret, or there's a need to, and you're the one that can do it. Let's get a card for Sagittarius. Oh, nice. Nice card. Sagittarius, you have the sun. Ah, this is beautiful, especially for you because you're a solar energy. You're a high, like, intensity, brilliant vibration. And I hear expansion. I hear expansion. This is being yourself here. This is you remembering things you used to do when you were a kid and doing it again and feeling like a kid and loving that moment. Also, combining that with who you are becoming now, where you are now. This is the most brilliant, happy, beautiful card, period, in the deck. It is. It's just always happy, even if it's upside down, even if it's slow, even if it's confused, it's still pretty happy. It's when synchronicities, puzzle pieces align, everything seems, at least for one moment, to come together just for you, to be right in the spotlight. Here it is. That's your opportunity. Are you going to dance? Are you going to take it? Are you going to sing? Are you going to enjoy this moment? This is a moment of harmony. It's masculine, feminine, together. I feel like the dog's like a little companion on earth, a little soul energy helping you out. Instinct, soul, sun energy, yang energy. But look, you have the mechanism, the man-made wall of contraptions working in harmony with the sunflowers. Nature working with like inventions, like man, basically. This is beautiful. 19's also a tweener because it's a 10, so it's between time. Between a transition, a moment to relax, a moment to shine, a moment to feel like yourself. This is also a yes, yes, yes energy for you. It's a yes. If you wanted to know yes or no, if something will happen, if it will come true, if it was worth the effort, if it's for you, this is a yes. But be open to it not being exactly what you thought. It's a bigger yes than that. It's a bigger dream that could come true, but it starts with a step-by-step, small, invigorating experience. You know, the smallest brush, I want to say brush stroke, but I'm thinking of like the touch of a hand can make a big impact on somebody. You know, a small I love you can make a difference in somebody's day, somebody's life, somebody's world. This is the opportunity you should take. You should move with. You should see what it's all about, at least here. So let's see what the sun is all about for Sagittarius. I hear lead. Maybe you need to take the lead somewhere. Or if that's always you, maybe you need to let somebody else take the lead a little. Equal exchange. Maybe do it both ways. You know, go back. I'm getting back and forth. I just thought of side to side. I'll put that below. I can hear that song now. I think of a sauna then. The sun. I just thought of the sound. I think it's called the sound of sunshine. I'll put that below too. All right, let's get clarity. Maybe you need to sing, or there's something with sound or vibration. Energy. Your specific energy is getting brighter, vibrating more intensely. Sagittarius, shining for others to notice even, you know, if people notice your brightness and they want to come on board, I feel like you need to accept something with open arms. or something has open arms for you. Let's get a card from the Shadowscapes, Clarity on the Sun, Major Arcana 19, and Speaker. Your life purpose involves your skills of oration. Maybe your specific cadence, you know? Maybe your specific accent is cool or just intriguing. Or maybe your ability to mimic different accents. All right, that's cool. Or maybe you could teach accents to actors or something like that. Or somebody that has to lose an accent. I'm going on side tangents with you guys. So let's get another card for Sagittarius. This is the Ten of Wands. All right, so Ten of Wands is when you feel like the weight of the world is on your back. And sometimes it is. This could be somebody else around you too. This is not that. This is the break after this. So this could be what you're completing. Whatever you're finishing up this month is a load. This is getting uphill with a wheelbarrow full of stones, and then it starts to rain and you still need to get up the hill. You still need that last burst of energy before you get to the top and you can rest. You're almost there. It's an ending. It was a hard road. It was a tough terrain, but it was worth it in the end because now you know how to handle something different, that you can handle something. Sometimes rough terrain gets the big muscles so you can do it easier later. It's not so hard. Sometimes that rough terrain brings you solutions, so you put a motor on the situation you had going on before, and it's not so hard to drive or get uphill or get something moving. So release pressure, release weight where you don't need it. Whatever happened in that last cycle, learn from it and let something go and allow new energy to come through that makes you feel good, that doesn't make you feel like you're on overload, like you accepted too much on your plate. You know, the Sun, even though that's a big yes, that big yes could be you saying no, because there's a yes for you somewhere, because it feels better to do something else. So you have to adapt the whole situation. Look at this card. You have this city, this like treehouse fantasy city growing out of your back. So you've created something solid. You have really deep roots. You're holding it pretty good. You can handle all of those connections you have, but you have to figure out a way that you don't have to do everything. There's no reason with the whole city here you have to hold everything up yourself. So when this card comes through, I see it as the Cinderella card a little bit, and you don't really have to listen to exactly what was told. You can go out and ask for help, for assistance. Usually that's what you learn to get, or what's coming through the next cycle that's different. It could be you offering assistance differently or for yourself in different parts of your world, so something's not so heavy. You know, maybe it's speaking up. I just heard residuals out of nowhere, which makes me think of commercials. So maybe you need to speak up. Maybe it's your voice. Read a poem aloud, go to a poetry thing, go on a audition, maybe randomly, even if you don't act, maybe something like a small commercial. Maybe you just have the look and the sound and you don't need much experience, but that residual can come back over seasons. It makes me think of like a seasonal thing that comes back every certain season, something like that. So you always have a little paycheck or something coming through. I mean, this is spiritual energy when it's wands. But I see a city. So I think of, I want to say infrastructure here. That was weird. All right. Let's get one more card, clarity from the Guardian Angel Tarot on the Ten of Wands. A big, heavy ending, but a load being lifted, and it's going to feel a lot lighter on your plate in your world after whatever that is done, because this is awesome. So even if you have another load coming along, another thing you have to get going on, take time in between here. Maybe a time out, a vacation, something like that. A longer weekend where you can relax, you know, be yourself, stand up for yourself. I feel like rather than taking too much on, you'll be respected more if you say no to what you can't do or what you don't want to do. And then if you change your mind and you want to do it later, that opportunity is still there for you. It's still there. So do what you need to do. Take time off in between something here. And we're going to get clarity on this Ten of Wands. I hear impossible. Oh, wow. All right. I hear impossible, which is from the Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella. I can hear it now. And then I just went to Alicia Keys, but not the Impossible song that she does. I thought of Unthinkable. I'm Ready. I'll put that below. All right, let's get a card. Clarity for Sagittarius. On speaker, Ten of Wands, and the Sun. Two. There are two. We'll take them both. And, wow. All right, so let's begin here because this is a weird ending going on, and it's an emotional ending here. This is when something that you find out brings heartache. This card sucks, Sagittarius. I'm going to let you know, this might be you, it might be somebody else. It might be the thing that's over or that happened in the past, and now you found out how to get over something, because this card upside down means that something from the past that really sucked can be mended, can be healed, can be seen through loving eyes, a loving filter. Sometimes you just can't heal something until you get that moment of clarity or connection, balance that comes through to restore something. So when you're in the dark, when you're in that, I mean, when your heart aches, that's just sucks. You know, it's time that makes that better. So time will heal wounds. This also brings beautiful, loving energies around you that help you. So Three of Thought is the Three of Swords. It's kind of a shitty card, but it brings mending to something that was sensitive. Sometimes we go through something. We all go through shit. So when you have the chance to heal or get strength from something, then you're already, I hear conquered something or see beyond something. So loving angels surround you to heal and comfort you. The sadness you feel will fade away in time, and then you'll be able to see clearly how important the situation has been for your spiritual growth. We never quite know. We never know when we're in the shit, when we're on the ground, when it's going on around us. But those times are usually the times when everything is ripped away from us, or we at least feel so, that we get the biggest growth spurt. We gain the most because we let go. We let control go, and then we grow new. We become that phoenix rising out of a situation. We help someone else out later down the road, you know, because we've been there. Or you recognize that you don't want to go there again down the road, and you know what you have to do now because you've been there. So the sadness you feel will fade away in time, and then you'll be able to see clearly how important this situation has been for your spiritual growth. Take the time you need to forgive others, to forgive yourself and others, so that you can embrace the future with joy. You know, even if something crappy happened, you can still have that moment you go out with your friends and have an awesome night out, you know, time away. You can go to work and have a beautiful day still. You know, there's always another day. There's always another period coming through your world that offers growth. I feel like this was not now, though. I feel like this is the ending. You're getting the ending. I feel like you're definitely ready to end whatever that is, or help somebody else. This is partnership here. It could be a partnership that was that was gone, but coming back, mending. I feel like this is when you take hands with somebody else that you are really good, or keeps you on your toes. Like, it could be that, like, well, I just heard Coleman Hell, 2 heads out of nowhere. 2 of action, 2 of fire, 2 of rods, partnership, getting across the, I feel like it's sometimes getting across the fire, or it's recognizing somebody else that is just as spiritually strong as you are, that you are willing to walk hand in hand across the fire with, across the way with, to do something with, to let them see the other side of that spiritual, I'm getting plain. So behind the veil somewhere. The 2 of partnership, or that was a slip. The 2 of action, sometimes I feel like is like red pill, blue pill. Which are you going to do? The only thing that you can do that might feel off or wrong is not deciding something. Even if you have to put both aside and go do something completely else, like make a third decision. But I feel like it's between 2 things that you have to decide, and you just need to choose one. You need to do something with this spiritual fire, this spiritual energy, this creative energy, this choice, this decision to act, or it just falls away and fizzles and never becomes something. It's like you turn the car on, and if you don't get down the driveway and move along down the road, you never get anywhere. So 2 of action, trust your ability to make excellent choices. There's opportunity all around you if you just continue to move forward. So don't let yourself stall somewhere. There is help down the road. Maybe it's not where you are now, but down the road, you know. It may be time to take on a new partner who can help you be a success in your career or creative endeavors. Keep your eyes on the big picture rather than the details of the moment. Bigger plans, like brainstorming with this person. This is the person that's like the devil's advocate a little bit. They might be really different from you, and that's probably good. They keep you questioning what you don't know yet, and keep you, I want to say, maybe second guessing something, but I want to say following your hunches on why you believe something, why you perceive something, why you want to do something. I feel like they're like your counter or something here going on. So maybe it's good to have a counter energy coming through to keep you both on your toes. Or there's decisions that you have to make here, and they're 2 different things, and because there's 2 different things you're working with, that's going to keep you on your toes. So see how to balance it out. It could be a job that you're pretty steady with, and starting like a home business, you know, another project, something like that that you're into on the side, and figuring out how to make that work now that it's different. Now there's something new in the mix. I hear delivery. Maybe this person can help you with your delivery, you know, on something. They got some good ideas for you, or that's you helping out somebody else. Maybe you don't even know it's a partnership yet. Maybe it starts with the brainstorming, the questioning, you know, keeping each other on your toes and see where it brings you. I feel like wherever the path is, it's not going to be as hard as this. So talk about perhaps whatever this was and see how it can possibly bring up some healing. I feel like if you bring it to the sunshine and let it out so it can grow and breathe, it will heal. And if you keep it under the surface or like, you know, stick into your energy here, all this stuff that you're holding on to, then it's not gonna, it's just gonna stick to your energy and become stagnant, and you're gonna, I feel like it's almost like it blocks opportunity that's right there for you if you just, you know, clear that energy out. You know, out with the old energy, the old exes, the old situations, the old issues that went through. It's time to, you know, brush it off and do something new, to start fresh, to let that shit go a little bit, because this is really awesome. And this is really good partnerships coming through. And maybe it's just speaking up about that or letting that go so you don't have that anymore. All right. You have a really, is that our card? That's the Magpie. That came quick. I'm going to take that because that sort of fell. So Magpie, 21, that's a 3. That's a creative energy. I don't know why I think of pies. I'm thinking of food, like dessert food. 21 Magpie. It's like you were stuck in the branches or stuck under the foliage before. Maybe camouflaged, something like that, and something was disturbed and broke through. That was sort of weird. Let's see what this is. 21 Magpie is, I am Magpie, the Grand Master. Oh, wow. Here you go, Sagittarius. The Grand Master of complexity. I am Dabbler, Thief, and Magician. I am the Great Illusion, reflecting multiplicity of experience. Things may not be what they seem, but they could be better than you had imagined. There may be tricks about, but you need to stay one bold step ahead. I am here to discern your true colors and coax them out into light. To come out, I just thought of the wallflowers, to come out of the camouflage and to come out in the open a little bit here. That's the light. That's the sunshine. That's being yourself. So what were you camouflaging before? What can you expose now that will feel like a breath of fresh air for you? What bold ideas are you hoarding in the safety of your nest? What precious gems lay hidden beneath the trash heap? Clear the trash out, Sagittarius, of wasted time and squandered resources. I'm here to unearth the treasure and hold it up to the light. What bold new colors reveal themselves? What shadows are creeping from behind? What conversation are you avoiding with your own internal chatter? Where are you holding yourself back? Where are you afraid to have that conversation and speak up because you're presuming it's going to go a certain way that you already have in your head? Perhaps it's not going to go that way at all. It might not. It might be better. So, where was I? Is it time to shed the safety net and go for the most dazzling jewels in your experience? It's time to leave the nest a little bit. You have caught my attention. You have raised the stakes. You are shining in the light. There you go. You are Magpie. Oh, this was awesome. It's time to shine a little bit. You know, if you were backstage hiding under the curtain, had something swept under the rug, it's time to clear that space and to claim your place. I love you so much. I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you